Hello, thank you so much for clicking on my video. Welcome to my channel, Lovely Moments Creating. If this is your first time, consider joining the family by clicking that subscribe button and remembering the notification bell so you'll be reminded when I upload a video. My name is Jenny, and on this channel I create budget-friendly home decor that is easy to do. So if you want to see some of my creations, keep watching. Thanks again for tuning in and watching today's video. For the first DIY, I was excited to find this larger wood slice with the jute hanger from the Dollar Tree. I thought it would be perfect for my peppermint lollipop DIY. Now, the Dollar Tree do sell the smaller versions of these wood slices where you get 3 smaller ones in the pack for the $1.25. They do not come with the jute hanger, but they will be perfect to just make some peppermints, and I will be doing those in a future video. But for today, I wanted to make a lollipop, and so this was the perfect size. So now I'm taking some white chalk paint and I'm just creating the swoops to make it look like a peppermint. Now, the Dollar Tree do sell dowels that you can use for the sticks. Walmart had a pack, and I believe I have to check. I think it was like 15, maybe 10 or 15 dowels in the pack. They were a little thicker than the ones from the Dollar Tree, and I believe I paid $2.99 for that pack. So I'm going to be using one of those to make the stem, and I'm just going to use a generous amount of hot glue to attach it to the back. Now, I did want to paint my dowel white, but I forgot to do it before I attached it. So what I'm going to do is later on I'm going to go back and just add some white paint to it. So I'm just adding some little extra hot glue along the sides to make sure that everything is secure. Now, I use some ribbon to create a little basic bow, and I will show you this ribbon that I picked up from Walmart later on in today's video, as well as this 98-cent pick that I got from Walmart as well. I just cut off a few pieces to embellish this a little bit, and that will be all for this DIY. Now, I like the jute hanger because I do have the option to hang this piece up, or I can just have it as a leaner, but I think it is so cute, and I love that it has that rustic look because of the wood slice. Now for the next DIY, I have one of these little decorative boxes that you pick up at the Dollar Tree, and I believe this is the smaller version of the 3 different sizes that they have. And I'm just using that same paint, the red acrylic paint, to paint the inside of this box. I'm going to paint the sides and the inside as well. This is a really simple, quick, and easy DIY, but I think it's cute to create something simple but high-end looking. And the little metal piece at the top of the box, I am going to get my wire cutters or a little screwdriver to remove that piece from the top. The Dollar Tree has put out a lot of cute little Christmas decor items that you can use to style for the holiday by just adding a few things to them, and this 3-pack of trees that I'm going to be using for this was one of them. Now here's that ribbon again that I got from Walmart, and I did get that in a pack of 6, and that 6-pack was $5.28, but I think it's a better deal than from the Dollar Tree. You got 6 rows, and I am going to show you the different styles on that row later on in the video. So as you can see, I'm just taking some hot glue and adding it around this box. I'm not going to add it at the bottom. I'm just adding some hot glue and tacking it down on each side. And then now I'm going to take that 3-pack of Christmas trees with the little peppermints at the bottom. I thought these were so adorable. All I'm going to do is take these 3 trees and just hot glue them right down at the bottom, and that will be it. I think this is so adorable. I was so excited to see these little peppermint bases on these trees, because this decor piece I will style later when I set up my little cocoa bar for the holiday. Now, how adorable is this? Now for the next DIY, I have one of these triangle little decor pieces from the Dollar Tree. I'm just going to pop the back out of this piece because I'm only going to be using the frame. And I'm just going to take that sand block to sand down that excess paper that was on there. Once I get that complete, I'm going to be using this wave light chalk paint, one of my favorite colors for the season. And I'm just going to paint this entire frame, the inside as well as the outside. This is another simple DIY that I think just look really cute and high end. And my next DIY that I'm going to create is going to be styled with this piece, and I think it is just so adorable. Here's another pack of the 3 trio trees from the Dollar Tree, and all I'm doing is adding some hot glue to the base of these and attaching them inside of the frame. Very simple, just like I did the previous DIY. Now this faux snow that's on these trees, I'm going to shake some of it down once I get them all 3 on there, just so some of the snow can hit the base of the frame. And you'll see me do that in a minute. I'm just kind of shaking some of the snow down, and that is it. I think this piece is simple, but it's so cute. And for the next DIY, I'm going to be using another one of those triangle wood decor pieces. But what I'm going to do is take the piece that I popped off the other one and just attach it right to the top to make this one little closed in piece. And I'm just going to use some hot glue to attach it. Now for this tree, I wanted to make it double-sided, so I can style it with that other decor piece, and both of them you can see the design on both sides, and this can be styled as a centerpiece later. So what I'm going to do is use that same color chalk paint and paint this entire piece. I really do love this wave light color. It is so pretty. It's giving me a muted green color, but still being green, and I just absolutely love it. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take 2 of these snowflakes, and I did get this pack from the Dollar Tree as well, and I do believe it was 8, yes, 8 in the pack. And so what I'm going to do is just take some white chalk paint and just kind of do a light coat of paint right on top of these. So I'm using 2 so that I can add the same designs on both sides of this decor piece. So I'm just going to be using some hot glue once I get them both painted and just attach them to each side. Just adding some hot glue in the center so I won't worry about any of it like dripping out along the sides. And I'm just going to flip it over and add the other piece. Now these pieces do have the holes at the top where you were supposed to add the jute cord to make these ornaments, but I am going to pull some berries off of a pick to cover those up, and I'm just going to clip off a few pieces of berry. Now you could use some wood filler to get rid of the hole, or you can leave the hole, but I thought adding a little berries to give it just a little touch of color. Now once I get that complete, I am going to take some ribbon to add around this piece, and I'm going to be using some buffalo check ribbon that I picked up from Walmart. And this is out of that 6-pack that I told you guys I picked up for $5.28. And I'm just going to use some hot glue to attach it all the way around except for the bottom of this piece. Once I get that complete from the Dollar Tree, I'm going to take one of these larger wood stems, and I'm just going to find one to add to the bottom to give this tree a stem as well as some height. So when I style it with the other triangle decor piece, it will be taller than that one. And once I get that attached, that will be it. I think this is so cute. It has a nice high-end look to it, and it looks really great with the other decor. For this DIY, I was excited to find these little wood signs with the bead hanger in the Dollar Tree. I thought these were so cute, and they do have different versions of these as well. I'm going to be using 3 of them because I am going to create a standing snowman with these signs. So what I'm doing is just taking off the beaded hanger with the jute cord, and they are just stapled in there. So once I get the hangers removed off all 3, of course, I'm going to save these beads. Now, what I'm going to be doing is using some hot glue to connect these 3 together. So I'm just going to line them up, and I'm just going to attach some hot glue in the beginning. But after I get all 3 connected, I am going to flip this over, and I cut down a painter stick, but you can cut down some craft sticks or you can use some tape. But I do need to add some extra security to this sign, so I'm just going to take those 2 pieces and hot glue them right where I connected the signs together. Now, I originally was only going to paint the inside of these signs, but I decided to go over the entire sign, including the wood trimming as well. Now, I don't want to do a full coverage. I almost want to do like a heavy whitewash, if that makes sense, because I want it to look like, I wanted to give it a farmhouse distress look, but I also wanted to have like a frosty look, if that makes sense. So I didn't want to do no full coverage of the white. So I'm just going to paint this entire piece the same way. I absolutely started loving snowmans for the winter Christmas season. So this year I probably will be making a few more snowmans than I usually have in the past. So now I'm just taking my sanding block just to distress over some of that white. I didn't want it to be a full coverage. Once I get that complete, I'm going to start decorating this snowman. Now, what I'm going to be using for a hat is, I have some pieces here from the Dollar Tree. I have one of these wood squares out of the 6-pack, and then this is one of those wood pieces that the Dollar Tree sell. I'm going to use my miter box and saw to cut this down so I can create my black hat. So once I get that cut down, I'm going to take the other square wood piece, the one that I got out of the pack from the Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to hot glue this right on top, and that's going to give me my hat form. I'm going to be using some black chalk paint to paint this piece. I really like that the Dollar Tree have so many different craft wood pieces, so I was able to use a lot of different Dollar Tree items to make this really cute snowman. So after I get that complete, here is that 6-pack of ribbon that I've been using out of today's video, and as you can see, I think this is definitely worth the price. It's way cheaper than buying them separate if you bought them separate at the Dollar Tree. So I'm using the buffalo check one to attach around the trimming of my hat, and I'm just using some hot glue to attach that. Once I get that complete, I am going to add a few embellishment to the front of the hat, and I am going to be pulling off this Dollar Tree pick that I have. I'm going to take one of these leaves and some of these berries and just attach that with some hot glue as well. Now for my nose and my buttons, I'm going to be using these 3/2 beads that I have. And the Dollar Tree put out these little tree pieces. And I'm going to be using one of these for the nose. I thought this was perfect. And I'm just going to paint those half beads with some black paint. And I'm going to paint this little tree that's now my nose with some of that orange color chalk paint. And now I'm just going to attach all of my pieces. I'm going to use some hot glue to attach my cute little hat, and then I'm going to attach my nose and my buttons. This snowman was really simple and easy to make just by grabbing some different little items out of my craft stash. And so once I get that complete, I want to create a base so this can stand. So this was one of those thicker wood pieces from the Dollar Tree. I just used my minor box to cut down a piece just to add in the center, and I am going to paint this piece using some black chalk paint. Now I'm using that ribbon again and just to create a little simple scarf for my snowman, and I'm just using some hot glue to attach it, and then I'm kind of like just folding it over, overlapping it so it can have that scarf look. And then I'm just going to clip the ends, and then I am going to embellish it with some more of those beads, those berries off of that Dollar Tree pick. Once I get that complete, I am going to use a marker, and I just got this marker from the Dollar Tree to create my mouth. And then I'm just going to create some little basic eyes, and I made sure I added right where that line is so I can get that simple small little eyebrow. Did I say it right? Eyebrow. Oh my God. Anyway, so now from the Dollar Tree, I have this pack of stems. I always pick these up when I see them at the Dollar Tree, and I'm just pulling off some of these picks just to create my little hands. And I'm just going to hot glue those down, and then I'm just attaching them to the back. And then after that, I'm going to attach my snowman to that base that I created so that I can have my snowman standing. So if I decide to have it by the door or whatever, it will stand on its own. And there it is. I think this is so cute. It was really simple to make, but I absolutely love it. Here is another version of the wood slices from the Dollar Tree with the jute hanger, and I'm going to create a cute little basic sign. So what I'm going to do is use some more of that red acrylic paint to paint over the front of this. I did pick up all version of these because when I get ready to make my cocoa bar for the holiday, I'm going to be using these to make my different little signs. It's definitely my style, and it's that rustic, really farmhouse look. So I was excited to pick those up so that I can keep them until I start working on my cocoa bar. So once I get that painted, I got this stencil that I'm going to be using from the Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to cut out the word believe, and I'm just going to take some tape to help keep this in place. I'm going to add it to the side a little bit so that I can embellish the other side. So I'm just going to tape it down so that when I add my paint, it won't be sliding around. And then I'm just going to use this little foam brush from the Dollar Tree, and I'm just going in an up and down motion, dabbing on this white chalk paint. I've been checking the Dollar Tree looking to see if they put out some really cute Christmas stencils, but I haven't seen any at my Dollar Tree yet. These are the ones that's out year round. So hopefully they put out some cute stencils and some cute rub-on transfer stickers as well. So now I'm just going to pull that up, and I'm just going to take that red paint that's left on that brush just to clean up. It didn't have to be perfect, but it's some few spots I wanted to clean up. Now I have one of these 50-cent picks that I always get from Hobby Lobby. This one doesn't have the berries on there because I'm sure I poured them off to use them for something else. But I'm just going to add some hot glue. I just folded up the stem so that I can Just hot glue that down, and once I get all of that tacked down, that will be it for this cute little sign. And I love the hanger because I just added it to my snowman, and look how cute that is. Now for these next two DIYs, I am going to be using two more of those dowels. And this is that pack that I do get from Walmart. And I am going to paint these using some white chalk paint. I am creating two more lollipops, but this is a different version where I'm going to be using some fabric. And I love how these turned out. So I'm making one for me, and I'm going to make one for my niece. So what's easy is to use this 2-pack of round foam pieces from the Dollar Tree. It's the perfect size for these cute little lollipops, and they're so easy to cover with the fabric. So I think these are great when you're doing these lollipop decor pieces. So all I'm going to do is take some hot glue and attach it to the back. So as I'm adding the hot glue, it's melting the foam, but once I press the dowel on there, it's kind of attaching it and making it nice and secure. So once I get that done to the other one, I am going to get my fabric that I'm going to be using. So I do have the black and white buffalo check fabric, and I did get that roll from the Dollar Tree, but Walmart also have the fabric squares, and theirs are 98 cents. And so I'm going to be using that red and black one that I got from Walmart. So all I'm going to do is take these two fabric sheets, and I'm just going to cut them in half because that's the amount that I need for these lollipops. So once I get them cut in half, all I'm going to do is just take it on the top of the foam piece and just pull the fabric together. I'm going to use some jute cord to wrap it around to keep it nice and secured. I'm going to tie a knot, and then I'm going to cut off the excess. And I'm going to be doing the same thing to the other one using that black and white fabric. These are really simple and easy to make, and I also think they are the cutest decor pieces. I'm going to take some pieces of jute cord and tie around them again just to create a little basic bow. And then I'm taking that 99-cent Walmart pick that I have been pulling pieces off, and just pull off a few pieces to embellish right on top of those little jute bows that I created. And I'm just going to be hot gluing down a few pieces of the greenery, and then I'm going to hot glue down a few berries. And after I get that complete to both of these, that will be it for these cute little lollipops. I absolutely love these. So adorable. I'm using all of these little wood pieces that I got from the Dollar Tree, including this little wood slice. So I'm going to create a little snowman. I seen online somewhere a cute little wood snowman, and I knew I wanted to create one. I'm just using 3 of the thicker round stems, and as you can see, I'm just hot gluing them on top of each other to create that cute little snowman form. Now I got this tree here from the Dollar Tree, but I need the base of this tree to make a hat, so I'm just going to pull this out and keep the tree for later. And what I'm going to do is this was a thicker stem, and I just cut it in half to create that top part of that hat. And then there's my cute little hat. But what I'm going to do is use that buffalo check ribbon again to make a cute little scarf around my snowman neck. And so what I'm going to do is just, as you can see, cut it in half. I didn't need it to be that thick, so I just cut it in half, and then I'm going to wrap it around and then just tack it down with some hot glue. And so I basically just cut the little ribbon in half to make it a little smaller, and now I'm just folding and tacking down the little scarf. Now what I'm going to do is add a little bit of embellishment to that hat, and I'm pulling off that pick again and just cutting down the little greenery really small so it could fit on my little hat along with some berries. And then what I'm going to do is just add a few of those berries right to the scarf. Now I took a little stem, one of the little Dollar Tree stems, and cut that down as well to make my little nose. And once I get that complete, I have that marker, and I'm just going to make a little mouth and then 2 dots for the eyes. I'm also going to add 3 dots for buttons as well. But what I'm going to do is just take some hot glue and attach my hat. Now I did use the leftover brush with the red paint to kind of just dry brush a little bit to make it look like you got the rosy cheeks. And then I'm going back in those stems that I get from the Dollar Tree, and I just cut down 2 little small stems so I can have my snowman arms. And I'm just taking some hot glue and just trying to figure out how I'm going to attach these. So I end up just attaching them kind of flat on each side, and that is it for this cute little snowman. This is so adorable. And this DIY is just that trio of trees that you just seen that I had styled with the snowman. This is another version of the wood slices from the Dollar Tree with the jute hanger, and I'm just cutting off that cord because I'm not going to use it. I'm going to use this as a base. The Dollar Tree put out these really cute cloth trees with different patterns. I thought these were so cute. All I'm going to do is take the tags off of these, and I'm going to hot glue these down to that wood slice. I'm just arranging them how I want them to be, and then I'm going to add my hot glue, and that is it. This is a really simple DIY, but I think it's cute to just style these trio of trees, and they can blend in with other decor that you have out for the holiday season. I absolutely love the simplicity of this, and I think the tree patterns are so cute together. Thank you all so much for tuning in and watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed this video just as much as I did. If so, please remember to give this video a thumbs up. And if you haven't already done so, subscribe to my channel because I would love to have you here. As always, in the comment section below, let me know which one of these DIYs were your favorite. And until next time, my friends, stay safe so that I can see you in the next video.